Traders who don't understand price action are essentially gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class. Hello traders, how the devil are you? Hope you had a lovely weekend. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you understand the charts. As always, guys, we're going to start by looking back at Friday's trades. And if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm also going to give you my trade ideas for today and the important news. And we got loads to look at again. Let's start with Friday, guys, right? And we were looking at 3 trades. The first one was this New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, right? We were in an uptrend. Okay, this is the day chart. Stopped making higher highs. It is such a red flag if it stops making higher highs and we get very bearish candles, okay? This is telling us that, you know, at the very least, the trend is slowing down, or it could change. And then sure enough, eventually, right, it breaks down. It actually breaks this low and even this low here. And it's this candle that breaks those lows. So we now have lower lows, right? We're in a downtrend. Like I say, plus we had a very bearish candle. We were below the moving average 20 and we broke a key support level. So that's why we were looking for sells. If we drop down to the H1, yeah, for me, well, if you look at the H4, guys, first of all, there was already all of these bearish selling candles, okay? So we had all of these bearish selling candles. And if we look at the H1, we also had a candle, this candle right here, that broke these lows. So for me, that was a continuation of trend, all right? So I actually entered in here, right? I put, let me zoom out a little bit here so we can see this. Okay, we still can't see it. Okay, we can't really see it. But anyway, let me explain it from here. So I entered here, guys, right? And my stop was at 406. So why was my stop at 406? Because I was very conscious of this level through here as well. This even warrants a grey zone, right? There is a level through here. Okay, now, bearing in mind, guys, I entered here, okay, and my stop is up here. And my target, so this was roughly, you know, 30 pips, and my target was 20 pips. Now, you know, and this was 30 pips to my stop loss, all right? Now, I know that this is skewed, right? My risk to reward is skewed. So I start my trade here, right? I start selling here. And then once I get another big bearish reaction like this, plus a retrace, you know, you can add to your trade. You can start selling in here, all right? And it, you know, brings our average selling price to an area where the risk to reward makes more sense, okay? I'm actually going to do a tutorial on this in the VIP Trading Academy. All right. But as it stands, you know, we're in a little bit of profit and we're still in this trade. But, you know, it's looking good for sales still. So that was New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Also, guys, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Right. So all the trades we were looking at went in the direction we expected, guys. If we start with the day chart, this is about a downtrend stroke range, right? So at this point was in an uptrend, yeah? Higher highs, bang, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. And then it's just sort of been ranging, guys. Okay, so, you know, this is a ranging consolidation zone. Yeah, you can clearly see that, right? Price hasn't moved out of here since
the 17th of May, you know, so it's clear that it's in some consolidation. But we can still trade this because we're in a downtrend, right? And we're at the top of this range. We can sell it back down to the bottom of the range. This makes sense. And we had a nice big bearish engulfing candlestick. Yeah, that's what that is. And the idea was just to take it back down to these lows. And I still like this trade, right? Look at Friday's candle. Yeah, what's not to like? This is telling me to continue to sell. If we drop down to the H1, it was all about a break of this level here for me, because H1 structure actually broke to the upside, right? We were getting higher highs. So I was not interested at this point. And then once that happens, the only area I'm interested in is if we get a H1 structure break. And that means breaking this low. And as you can see, that's eventually what happened. If we just follow H1 structure, yeah, we're now in a H1 downtrend. To be quite frank, guys, I wasn't trading at this time. You know, there was a nice retrace here. But it's Friday, you know, evening out here. I'm not trading at this point. I'm down the pub with the editor. But I will still be looking for trades today, Monday, right? So anything in here, be looking to sell for sure. So Aussie dollar, US dollar. Yeah, if you did get into this, yeah, it's looking like a good trade, guys. It's broken down. Yeah, we just want to see that trend continuation. And that was Aussie dollar, US dollar. And then the final trade from Friday was pound US dollar. And this was a blink and you miss it trade, right? But let's start with the day chart. And all we're trying to do, guys, right, was take it to the next level of support. So, you know, you could argue there we was in a downtrend from this point here when we broke this low. Yeah, if not, we were definitely in a downtrend when we broke those lows. Nice retrace. Nice big bearish candle. Yeah, a little bit of room to move into. And again, that's exactly what happened, guys. All our trades moved in the direction we expected. Pound US dollar, we had a nice entry candle, but you had to be quick because it just shot off, right? And it was this candle here. If you just follow H1, again, nothing, you know, there's no rocket science here, guys, right? We're following H1 downtrend. Okay, we've got the moving average 20, which you know I use as dynamic support and resistance. In this case, it's dynamic resistance. And then we get this candle, right? And we also pinpointed this gray zone. You can see my gray zone here, right? This area here. Sorry, there's far too many lines on my chart right now. But yeah, we've retraced to our gray zone and the moving average 20. We're in a H1 downtrend, and then we get a nice big bearish candle like that, which absolutely dwarfs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, you get the idea, dwarfs the last 10 candles, right? Enter there, stop above here, take price back down to our target here. And then once it hits the target, guys, not interested. Yeah, because it's a target for a reason. This is daily support here. All right, but again, nice trade on pound US dollar, you know, if you got in on this candle here. And guys, let us know what you traded. Leave a comment, say, Tom, I traded pound US dollar or Aussie dollar US dollar. Let us know, guys. We'd like to know how you're getting on. Right, let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas and analysis every single day, then please come join the channel. We'd love to have you. Subscribe to the channel right now, smash the notification button so you receive an alert, and also smash the like button, guys. Really helps support the vid, keeps the editor happy, keeps the wolf from the door. Is that a saying? I think it is. Right. Trades for today, Monday, the 24th of June, guys. Before we get started, let me just mention a few things. If you haven't already, please come join our trading community. Yeah, you can chat to like-minded traders. Come join our free Discord channel. Also, guys, you can join our VIP Trading Academy, right? In there, I give you my trade signals, as well as other expert traders sharing their trade signals. I give you access to numerous tutorials for you to learn from, and you get direct access to me should you need any help, guys. All right, so come join the VIP Trading Academy. Also, today is the start of the beginner masterclass, guys. It starts today, so we're still accepting a couple of last minute entries. If you're interested in that, please fill out the registration form. And basically, guys, we're going to teach you the fundamentals of price action so that you can read the charts and take a trade with confidence. Finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. Check it all out. It's all in the video description. Right, trades for today then, guys. So I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at today, and then I'll give you my trade ideas, guys, right? So first of all, yen pairs, right? Look at this trend, right? That is a monster. Right, this is the monthly chart, okay, on Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, monthly chart, Aussie dollar yen. Look at that trend. That is a beast. Look how it also tracks the moving average 20, right? It's great dynamic support and resistance. So from, April 20, to July 24, look at that. That is a beast. And I've had to show you the monthly chart, guys, just so I can, just so we can get some perspective, like where could this monster trend stop, right? And as you can see, it's sort of, there were these levels. There was this level, it's just sailed through that. There was this level, it's passed through that, yeah? And now we've got this key level here. So this price of around 107.70. All right, but that's still a lot of pips to move into, because bearing in mind, this is the monthly chart. Why am I showing you this? Well, if we go to the day chart, guys, right, all yen pairs are looking like good buys. Yeah, you've got Aussie dollar yen, right? Yeah, clearly was in this, what is breaking down, and then it's built back up, right? And nothing but bullish, 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 bullish candles. There's a few yen pairs. If you look at CAD yen, again, just bullish, 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 potentially a bit of more room to move into. Like literally any of them. Pound yen. If I was going to take one, it'll probably be pound yen, because this is just broken the highs, right? You can see these highs in here. This candle has broken them. Now, from a technical point of view, these are buy trades, right? They are. But there's just something about yen pairs. This move is so overextended. But that's not to say it could go another 100, 200 pips, right? It's just, the overextendedness, I'm sure that's a word, of these yen trends is just, putting me off trading them, to be quite frank. However, I will be keeping an eye on them, especially pound yen, because this has just had a fresh break of these highs. Potentially on the lower time frames, we can get a retrace and move higher. So yen pairs I'm keeping an eye on, but I am concerned of how overextended these are. New Zealand yen's another one that I like the look of, because it's just, it's just non-stop uptrend and that's a strong candle, right? Even take it up to 98. So yeah, wanted to show you the yen pairs. Also wanted to show you Swiss franc pairs. Now, where are we? Let's start with New Zealand Swiss franc. Actually, let's start with US dollar Swiss franc. Now, if you look at the day chart, right, we're still in a downtrend. And you remember that Swiss franc news last week, the interest rate decision was worse than expected. And it seemed like that was the only thing that could slow the Swiss franc down, because the Swiss franc was stronger than Hulk Hogan and Tugboat. Couldn't think of another wrestler off the top of my head. Anyway, the Swiss franc was super strong, right? And now that interest rate decision has put a different, complex on the Swiss franc. Having said that, US dollar Swiss franc is still in this downtrend. But what I want to show you guys are these weekly levels on some of these Swiss franc pairs. Like, we know that this is a very nice level through here. Okay, and we've had a super bullish. This is a weekly chart, and that is a weekly candle. So perhaps there's some, Swiss franc weakness to come. Another example of that is New Zealand Swiss franc. We start with the weekly chart. This is clearly in an uptrend, right? Bang, bang. And look where we are. We're at the moving average 20, plus we've bounced off. We've bounced off the moving average 20. We're at a support level, this grey zone. And look at that nice bullish weekly wick. If you only traded the weekly chart, that is a buy all day. If you're a swing trader, you're buying that back up to there. All right, and also Aussie dollar Swiss franc is a similar one. Again, if we look at the weekly chart, yeah, you're also buying that if you're a swing trader, right? In an uptrend, prices retraced to the moving average 20, even bounced off this support level. Nice big bullish candle. Again, if you're a swing trader, you're taking price up to there. The thing is, if you're an intraday trader, if you look at the day chart, it's potentially looking like a good sell trade, right? Yeah, I would say we was in an uptrend, downtrend, and we're at the moving average 20, right? This is potentially a good sell position. So we've got some real weekly, daily conflict with some of these Swiss franc pairs. And again, just wanted to show you that as well. Because you need to look at these different time frames and understand where the chart could go, how it could move. Yeah, and you only get that by looking at multiple time frames and taking time to analyze them. Right, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. But now we're going to look at our trade ideas. And the first one, deja vu, is Aussie dollar, US dollar. Right? As I said, guys, we've been in this range. It's a range stroke downtrend because of this candle, right? And we've been in a range. So we're in a downtrend, right? Stroke range. So we can take sells from the top of the range back down to the bottom, right? And again, just look at these candles. Bearish, bearish. I expect that to keep coming down, maybe even to this 6,000 level. The day chart is also supported by the weekly chart. Yeah, look at these wicks. All of these wicks, the last 3 weeks, sell a wick, sell a wick, sell a wick. Didn't quite sound right, that, but you get the idea. These are selling wicks. Okay, and again, we can come lower. Right, so bearing all that in mind, we're looking for sells. If we drop down to the H4, we also got that H4 structure break that we were looking for, right? At this point, we was in a H4 uptrend, and then bang, right? Lower lows, lower highs, H4 downtrend. Okay, just looking for a retrace to come lower. If we look at the H1, yeah, this will be a nice level, guys, right? This grey zone here. Let me just drag it out a little bit. So yeah, if price retraces into this grey zone, yeah, moving average 20 comes down. You can see it's been good support and could therefore make good resistance. We get a bearish reaction in here, something like this, and then we can start selling Aussie dollar, US dollar. Because it looks like we've already had a bounce off this level, right? You could also trade it like this, okay? We just follow H1 structure, and then we get a break of these lows, right? Once we get a break, again, we can start selling in here, stop above the last swing high, take price lower. All right, so Aussie dollar, US dollar sells is my first trade idea. And my only other idea today is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, right? I'm still in this trade, and we still like this trade, right? we've had a structure break. Yeah, we had it on Friday, and nothing is telling us to not keep selling this pair, right? Because we were in an uptrend, right? Stopped making higher highs, always a red flag that trend is slowing down or even breaking. Then we do get this candle here, which holds on to these lows. But then finally, we get this candle, right? And it breaks this low and this low, right? Trend change. We're in a downtrend. We're getting lower lows. We've got the moving average 20 coming round as well. Nice big bearish candle. And also this candle is bearish, right? Look at the top wick compared to the bottom wick. That is selling pressure. And again, we're just trying to take it down to one of these higher time frame targets, right? If we drop down to the H4, okay, let's drop down to the H1. Might be able to see things a little bit more clearly. So again, right, I'm going to extend this gray zone to here, all right, because we want to include this last high. Okay, so that's an interesting level. You know, we've already pinpointed this gray zone as an interesting level. And I would also say, a break of these lows is interesting as well, right? So we've got a few areas here that we're looking at. Now, it looks like, H1 structure is breaking down, right? Because we're getting lower highs. We're not making lower lows yet. Okay, so there's a few ways we can trade this. First of all, if we get a nice big bearish candle, comes through and breaks these lows, okay, we can start selling here. Put your stop above here, take it lower, right? Or we might get a retrace back to these H1 highs here. We get a bearish reaction, then we could start selling from here as well. Finally, price could retrace all the way back up to this H4 high, yeah, and we get a bearish reaction. Again, we could start selling from here. So you need to know the different scenarios before they even happen, guys. So there's no impulse, right? This happens, I do this. This happens, I do this. It's planned. All right. So New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, we're looking to sell as well, guys. All right. So those are my two trade ideas. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Monday, the 24th of June. Before I get started, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. And please come join our beginner masterclass, which starts today. You need to register as soon as possible. Right, news for today, guys. As you can see, it's a pretty light news day. The only news we're interested in is this, really. At 9 o'clock, these are all London GMT. Coming out of Germany, we've got business expectations, current assessment, and business climate. So all of these together is like 1 3-star rating. So this could move any euro pairs. But then after that, guys, nothing really of interest. Okay, there's no other news for us to worry about. So a light news day, guys. You are free to trade. Guys, have a great trading day, and I'll see you later.